mine right here.
I don't
Uh,
drink it. I don't drink it dry, but I don't drive without a drink.
Oh, I see.
what
I
is
see.
that? What is that?
That's water, though. It's water. I just wanted to be known.
That ain't what
You
Paul
know,
got over there. Paul ain't got no
uh,
water. That
I
was
ain't got no
mm,
water. I ain't got no
uh,
water.
yeah. Hey,
This is what
my
it
name,
looked like when it. Oh,
my
I got
name
to get rid
Bennett,
of
and
that.
I
wow.
ain't in
I feel bad. I feel bad.
it.
No, I feel bad for real because I'm supposed to. Oh shoot!
My name Bennett, and I ain't in it.
Listen, it's all good, you know.
I need to get my water going.
A
So
little bit
my
for the
blood pressure
stomach's sake. A little
Well,
bit for the
hey,
stomach.
just to some extent. Come on,
good. Well,
come on.
hey,
Get your gut health on.
uh,
Make sure your gut
listen.
health's right.
Right,
I
right.
got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
hmm
Listen, man. My blood pressure was 119 over 80 something, man. It
Yo,
hadn't been
you
that great
playing
in a long
games?
time. No, that's good. It's good. That's
No,
good.
that's not bad.
That's
That's not
good.
too
It's
bad.
good.
190? 190?
19.
Oh, 119, 119. Oh, yeah, that's different. Yeah,
Yeah, 119,
that's
man.
good blood
And
pressure. That's good
Yeah,
blood pressure.
I'm
I thought you
wondering,
said
I'm
190. I'm
trying to
about to chop you in your throat.
yeah,
no, hey, listen, it's been higher than that, man. So trying to keep it together. I'm trying to stay alive. You know what I'm saying?
I've been
yeah.
there
Because you
one
are
time,
getting up
never
there.
again.
I'm not I didn't even hear you just now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You getting up there, kind sir. Because you older than I am.
Am I
I'm
Lisa?
sorry.
Hey,
No, you are.
hey, eat about it, sure, boo. I gotta say it in a tongue.
Woo! Yes,
Yo. All
sir.
right. Okay. 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 Man, okay.
Look, don't be stuttering as if I'm that old. Because I feel like you trying to
What?
be funny.
You feel like what? What?
I
He
feel like
trying
you
to be.
trying to be a little funny right there. Like, oh, for real? I ain't that old, bro. Like, don't play me like
Yes, sir.
that. You
I'm
ain't
Mm-mm.
playing me.
listen, man,
We ain't playing no games.
I'm trying to I wanted to let y'all know that I got denied again for my app going to the iOS
Why?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
because the iOS do not want to take any more dating apps.
Mm.
And so the dating app, they try to change it to make it not look like a dating app, but maybe look like a community or so and so, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's out of control. It's just out of control. So talk to the developers again, and they were like,
somebody need
"Well,
an ace woman.
well, hey, So the biggest issue right now is um, we're gonna do a website.
Mhm.
That's it. I mean, if you want to go on, which is also online. I mean, an app, but the app is only for Android. If you
Mhm.
want to, if you want to go iOS, you got to go to the website. Um, but it's
Yeah,
got
not
to,
too many people, want to go and like the iOS is top tier, right? That's iPhone. That's
yeah, yeah.
Mac. That's because
But a lot
Android
of
users.
and people, it's on for Android, but I really want it on for iOS. But so let it be. You get so let it be. So, um, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Yo, listen, I was trying to catch. Can you catch Oliver Marcel for me, man? I asked him to come on and just share some information with us, but I
Say
can't
less.
find his joint on my thing. Yeah, you know, I can't find it at all. So listen, I know y'all can't talk about whatever, but uh Quest, man, I've invited you for April to come to my church
Yeah, say less.
and have a word for our young men
Yeah, say less. Be
and our
careful though,
men.
because the guy been stepping on my toes, and whenever he step on my toes, I just share the love. That's it. So be careful.
I asked you to come to my church to be careful.
Oh, okay. Say, hey, all
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So here's my thing. Why do you think so many guys And I know this may be a one word answer. Why do you think so many guys are just not interested in dating apps? Why do you think so? And why do you think so many guys are so frivolous when it comes to you know, their relationships with one person? Like it's hard to find a guy who's a swan.
When you say frivolous in your relationships with one person, just dive a little deeper for me.
Well, sometimes guys just simply say that, yo, listen, we're a dime a dozen.
Hmm.
We don't need to do all of that because they're everywhere. But I also feel like guys do themselves a disservice when really when they want to settle down and then they don't know when and how, or they don't have, or they've just been running all over the place, that there's no place for them anymore. I just wonder, so many people hit me up from my site and said, you know guys pop on and they pop off because they look for what they want externally, they don't see it, and then they just leave. you know I think, for real, I'm just telling you, I think it's dangerous. I mean, are we teaching our boys this? Are we teaching our men this? Or, Leah, what's your thought on that?
I mean, when you say teaching them what
By our
to
behavior.
kind of, have their pick of the litter, like to just kind of run reckless.
So is that what you're saying?
I mean, is that what you're asking? Is that what
I,
you
it's what
are making the inquiry of? Is the behaviors that we're seeing as far as dating and them kind of just jumping in and out of relationships, or just kind of feeling like, I remember, and being a woman even,
uh-huh.
when I was on my way to Oakwood, I was dating someone in high school, and somebody told me, you don't take sand to the beach.
They told you that.
Yeah, you don't take sand to the beach, right? Meaning that there
Wow.
is more than enough that you're going to see, experience, and maybe, a peak to your interest. Why would you want to take somebody to a space like that? So if you put that off on men, there's way more women than there are men, right? But
Wow.
a lot of our men are not even present, right? Especially if we're
Oh,
looking at black men, a lot are locked up. And then others may not even want to date women. So men have it really good at this point to be able to pick and choose however they, desire. Women are looking more so for the good man. Where are they? So they're going to the dating app. Men don't have to do that.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, but I also think that there's another dynamic too, where um, because men have quantity, they have a tendency not to look at quality, right? And
mm,
a woman can look good, and just because a woman look good, don't mean her character's dope. Don't mean her
okay.
morals are in place. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then, of course, because of that dynamic, you ignore process and go right to the end result.
Oh,
And
see.
the end result, when you don't take the time to consider, what are my values, what's important to me, what's not important to me. And
Uh-huh.
then, because of the dynamic where she gonna give me a little, saying, a little pumpkin pie, like that further uh mixes up, you know what I'm saying, the decision making process. Because we know, like, for real, I've been in situations, and I'm gonna just be transparent, where I'm getting the milk and I don't necessarily got to pay for the, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And one of the things that allowed me to learn from my previous situation was beautiful, sex bananas, but our insides don't match.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it is the things that are red flags or the things that I should be paying attention to, I'm not
You
paying
don't pay,
attention
you're
to.
paying attention to it. You're not paying
I'm
attention to
paying
it.
attention. I'm paying attention to the consistency and booty and how dope it was. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's the thing. And so it's funny you say this, and it's funny that Leah said it a while ago. Is usually when I'm coaching couples who are in relationship and moving towards marriage, I tell them I know it's not a popular mindset or a popular thing, but do me a favor, just put the physical side of your relationship to the side real quick. Right. I'm not telling you not to kiss. I'm not telling you not to hug. I'm not telling you not to hold hands, but do me a favor, put the bed action to the side for a minute, because the things that you need to see, the discussions that you need to have, like if you engaging in that, it clouds your vision. So you should be paying attention to stuff, but you pushing it to the side because, ooh, that nut is bananas. You know what I'm saying?
But you
That's a
said
fact.
something, no Quest. You said
Yeah.
that they're skipping over the process,
That's it.
right? And they're looking at the end. But are they really skipping over the process? And is the only thing that they desire, is that the only goal is to get, right, what they're getting in the bedroom or what
Yep.
they're getting in the back of the car or what they're getting, you know, we see the
Facts.
glamorization of sex through our movies, right? The
Straight
Netflix
up.
and chill. What are you watching on Netflix? For the most
Yep.
part, everything has sex embedded, right? And so let's bring it to the classy. And you may be at a nice restaurant and you slip into a bathroom, and that is sexy, right? And that is the desire, because from what you behold, you become changed. And so that becomes your framework, is
Mm.
the
Yep.
end and not the process.
No wonder
Man,
why so many.
I like that. It becomes your framework.
Yeah,
It does, B. Because look how many men right now are angry at the frequency of sex. And I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a frequency, but when the frequency don't happen according to what you think it should be, immediately there's a problem, because that's what you've made the framework when you got married.
Oh yeah.
So what should the framework be when you get married, Doc?
Whatever you both agree the framework should be.
Why you talk? Why? I mean, come on, man. Don't. I don't give me don't give me don't give me a passage from your book. All right, don't give me a passage from
That
your
ain't
book.
that ain't from
I'm
the
asking.
book, bro. Yo, that's real life experience.
Okay,
And it
I
needs
hear
to
you.
be agreed upon, right? Like it needs to be some really deep, intricate conversation about
Wow.
one desires, right?
Okay, okay.
Because sometimes it
Bruh.
doesn't always align. Whenever I teach my
Bruh.
classes, I teach, domestic violence classes, and a large portion of the clientele is men. And so we talk about really what was the why. We talked about that a couple of shows ago, right? Looking at what really truly was the thing that mattered to you in the beginning. And most times it is okay, she looked good. My brother used to say it all the time. She got that onion, right? So she got a fat butt, right? But the physical exterior of the woman, and that's what they seek. So now, if I know as a woman, because women, we sit back as young girls, right? He loves me not.
Come
We
on.
fantasize the white, big house, the white picket fence, the kids, and the partial dog, the little bitty mutt, right? And the reality is that everything that we have been fantasizing over was not anything that was going to sustain us. It was superficial.
Right.
It was
Okay.
gratifying, right, for the flesh in the moment.
I thought you was gonna say.
I'm trying to be closer to the Lord.
Leah,
Yo,
it's
listen.
funny. I just preached this weekend under the title Still Thirsty. And the
Mm,
way that I started the sermon out was I asked the question, have you ever wanted something so badly, and then when you finally got it, you realized it didn't satisfy you?
mhm.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever really was like, yo, if I could just get that dude right there, if I could just get that chick right there,
Right there.
everything would be dope. Yep. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Caught up on the
and-
external. And then when you got it, you found out. Yep.
I
Yep.
actually lived that. It was horrible.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I
Talk
was, yeah, I was thoroughly disgusted. I said, what? And the lust will set you up.
Wait, Leah, check out what Cal said based on what you just said. There are women. She didn't say men. She said there are women who only want the bed action only because that's all we want. She said that's all we want.
I'm looking at TP sweatshirt. I'll knock all this ish over.
What? Oh, no. Yo, there ain't no behavior tonight.
Yo, hey, I just want to walk in the church and be with that on.
Listen.
Yo, check it out.
Like Jesus. Look, gotta be more Christ-like. Get that sweatshirt.
Yeah. That's
Hey, this what Jesus did when he came to the market.
It's just say dash Jesus on the bottom. It should say dash Jesus right under the bottom.
Look, me, all this stuff. Every bit.
okay.
You are
All right, I'm gonna pull back. Hold on, let me pull back. Carol is being real. Carol is being real, right?
Yeah.
That's her old she's being real, and she's saying sometimes we only need Mr. Right now. Not Mr. Right. So we're here to talk. We're saying represent for the women tonight.
She's saying, I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time.
Good time. That's it.
I'll say not long. How long?
Not long. Just
Not long.
a good time. Not a long time.
That's crazy. That's
Man,
crazy.
that hat.
But you know what though?
That hat is killer.
Oh, come on. Yeah, come on. You know what I'm saying?
I would go and pull mine out. Mine is green and white, Quest.
Come on.
White too, ain't it, Quest?
Now this one black and black and white.
Oh, black
I got a green and cream one. Come on.
Okay. So I take it that women have the same issues as men.
Yeah.
It's just that we're outnumbered.
But not only that, P, when we get to this age, do you know what you're doing to yourself when you want just a Mr. Right now?
You know, isn't it safer at this age?
Or a Mrs. or a Miss right now?
Yeah, but
like,
isn't
do
it
you know what you?
But isn't it safer at this age?
It's safer at the. But is it really? I know what you're saying in that context, but is it really safer though?
No, it's never.
I mean, you look at HIV rates; they're with our elders, our seniors, right?
Yeah, and the gonorrhea rates, the whole nine. It's in the nursing homes.
In the nursing home, so ain't no safety.
But even before that, are we having this as a general conversation or within the context of our belief system? Because if we have a general,
it doesn't. No, hold on. It doesn't have to be in the context of our belief system. You know, we know
I'm asking because there's a difference in between the two.
Like, give us both. Give us both, Quest.
Well, if we talking about that, then the statistics that Leah just said, okay, then that comes into play. But before we do that, if we're talking within the context of our belief system, then we know it's not safe. From a spiritual perspective, you already know. God said, all right, do it if you want to, but it's going to cost you.
Okay.
It's going to cost you.
Okay. We got a little West Indian in here. Wanty, can't get it, now wanty.
Get it, wanty. Wanty, can't get it. And get it, no wanty.
Yeah, I think that many, and I'm glad Carol came out with that, because I think that many women are saying to themselves, listen, I'm not trying to get hurt.
And that's where that comes from, right? So I think that it comes from two different vantage points. where again we desire the love, right? The he wants me not, and all the feels about it. The reality is because we're outnumbered, it's very easy for men to be able to play with multiple women and think that they're getting away with it. And
Mm.
so when a woman incurs that type of pain, they may be able to endure it maybe once, maybe even twice, but with each time, there's a wearing away of that emotional connectivity that should be taking place between, right, a man and a woman. So over time, you keep getting your feelings hurt. You like, bump this, but I still got some needs, and I'm used to that feeling because I've had it before and it felt real nice. The real is let me get what I need to get, and y'all go ahead about your business. Because a lot of women feel like men are gonna cheat anyway.
Well, you know what? Can I say this to you? And I want to be real careful when I say this, but in my experiences,
Hmm.
I think women are going to cheat anyway.
And again, the generalizations are dangerous, but
Go here. Why you pop your head
again,
up?
you will hear it a lot. I'm not gonna go through this anymore. But I still understand the physiological reaction of when, right, I have intercourse and it feels nice. So I want that.
Nice.
And that's
Wow.
it. I don't want the
Good.
connection because I don't want my heart
Hold,
hurt anymore.
hold up. Why when you said I think women gonna cheat anyway, TP said like this.
Yes, yes, yes. What was on your mind? What was on your mind, Doc? What was on your
TP
mind?
popped up quick.
What was like? Oh, so okay, here we go. So
I just got out of my class tonight, and as I always say, my grandmother used to say, "If it ain't in you, it ain't gonna come up out of you." Okay,
Come on.
and so
Come
then
on.
therefore, when people say, "Oh, things like, oh, you got me out of my character," no, if you did it, that is your character, and so you saying,
wow.
"I think they're gonna cheat anyway." Okay, well, what's making you think that? You know what I'm saying? What's making you think that they're going to cheat anyway? Because women always say, well, dude's going to cheat anyway. Who's going to cheat? There are a lot of people that don't. You see what I'm
I
saying?
like that. I
Now,
like
here's
that
the
theory. I
thing.
like that
There's a
theory.
lot of people that don't. But see, you got to ask yourself, because like cheating, there's levels to it. There's levels to it. And it generally starts with what? Some flirting stuff, then some texting stuff, and maybe some sexting stuff.
Oh yeah.
Then there's the work husband. There's the work
Yep.
wife.
Yep.
Oh, this is mine. Whatever,
Question.
whatever.
Okay,
And then next
Terry,
thing
I'm
you
gonna ask you a
know,
question, right? Terry, I'm gonna ask you a question.
okay,
What's your mindset, right, of the man that cheats or the woman that cheats out of scarcity?
scarcity, bro. Listen, I'm out there. Okay, I'm single as a dollar bill. And when I tell you, there are a lot of fish in the sea. I think that's a website. Plenty of fish. Okay.
That's
I
crazy.
learned about that in my domestic violence class. I'm like, plenty of fish. And I'm like, oh, okay. My painter said, Doc Bud, you ain't got no woman living up in here with you? No, man. And look, let me show you something. I'm like, okay. Nah, bro, I can't. But
And that
here's the
kind of
thing.
feeds into what you're saying, T, is the reality that there's so many women out here, and that brings up the insecurity of those of us that may have been cheated on previously. So
Right.
now you are worried that this next person is going to do the same because there's so many fish. It deals with
Yeah,
one's insecurity, right? And
yeah.
how they see their own selves. They may have thought they was a dime piece once, but you keep cheating on a dime piece after a while, and that dime piece turns into feeling like they're a penny and they're not worth much and can easily be tossed to the side.
Wow.
Mm.
So
Or walk
here's the
away.
thing. Here's the thing.
Ollie, you on? I just
Because
want you
of
to know
that,
you're on.
so insecurity, okay, because you're talking about insecurity. You judge every person that came after that person that did you wrong by that standard.
Mhm.
Insecurity is based out of myth and fear.
Mhm.
Okay? Insecurities are based out of myth and fear. Now, let me explain that. So Leah gets cheated on. And she go out with her girlfriends. She go out with her
said,
girlfriends, and they all
why
got
me?
men at home, and they got bad, they got man problems. We're going to go out and have a girls' night out. And they're all sitting around, and I don't care what y'all say, all men are dogs. Yeah, girl, yeah. What is myth and fear? What's the myth in that statement? Nobody knows? All.
All. Mhm.
What's the fear? Everybody got a man at home, so he must be a dog.
Lord have mercy.
Insecurity is based out of myth and fear. That's it. And so you're going to cheat anyway. A man going to be a man. A man going to do what he want to do. Where are you getting that from?
Yeah, it's showing up from a traumatic past, a very painful past, right?
Yeah,
Right.
what does Corinne mean by all? Corinne, what do you
She
mean
was
by
just
all?
saying, she was responding to when I said, what's the myth?
Oh,
That all are
Because
certain.
not all men cheat and not all women cheat. They're just like, look, I'm going to go ahead and let you have that. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm moving on. And so some people have, and I get this in my therapy sessions, or I get this in my domestic violence session that I just got out of. Yeah, but Dr. Parks, I got to get my lick back. Why not just leave? You see what I'm saying? Instead of just, you see what I'm saying? Yo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have that. It's clear you don't want, because I always tell women this, especially women, but I always tell men. And there are a lot of women that agree with me on this. If you don't have a plan, you might as well shut up. If you ain't got a plan, you might as well shut up. Because once you found out,
a plan in the relationship, Terry.
no, if you done found that they cheated on you, okay, and every day there's an argument, but you ain't got a plan. Is your plan to argue?
Yep.
If you ain't got a plan, you might as well shut up. Like the older women will say, you might as well let them. If you got a plan, then say your plan, leave it. You see what I'm saying? But to cause havoc all day, every day. Yeah, where you going out? Bet you going to that so-and-so house. Yeah, where you been? Pull your pants down. Let me smell that thing. Well, this smell like ivory and we got dial upstairs. You ain't got, you see what I'm saying? It's like every time. You ain't check your messages. You didn't, I called you. You didn't respond. I didn't say all of that. And it's causing dysfunction, but you ain't going nowhere. You might as well shut up.
Okay.
But that's for the one that's in the relationship. What about the ones that are not, right? So I guess what you were posing to, Paul, was women are saying they just don't want to get into the relationship, right? They just looking for a good time.
Yeah.
And that good time is the physical satisfaction. Outside of that, I don't have to deal with none of that other stuff, T. Like I can just roll out. You can get on up. You can hit that dough. And then I'm gonna keep doing me. I don't have all of that heaviness of.
Is it at an easy? But it just seems like an easier life.
It's protective.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
Because there's the other side of it too. When it happens, two people come together who are, for lack of a better term, at that level of maturity. How did this happen? What happened? I dealt with a situation very recently where it had happened, right? And it was hurting. Of course, they went through, the regular stages that you go through. I'm out, but they don't really want to be out. Like we built a family, we built some stuff. And then when they took the time to really go through the stages of what is it, Leah or TP, grief and hurt and all, you go through the stages. And then I walked them through, right? If you want to, it goes back to what TP was saying. If you got a plan to leave, then there's nothing I can do to because that's your plan. However, if you are not ready to throw it all away based on this one thing and you want to examine, or like for real, just look at some things as to how you got to this place, then let's walk through. And to God be the glory, they decided to stick it out.
Yeah.
They worked through some stuff and found out that the reason why it happened, one person felt unseen and one person spoke in a way that made them feel unseen. And when they felt unseen, boom, right? That's
Now,
how it happened. But
Mm.
the funny thing about it was that's never really the like the excuse that you use for that, because really a conversation should have taken place. I'm feeling unseen. But what ended up happening is the person who made the other person feel unseen recognized it, even though they were hurt by the stepping out, recognized it, made the necessary adjustments, they fixed it, and now they moving in the direct. Now they still working through stuff and still, but they've decided to and work through it and move forward and put some things in place in efforts that this won't happen again.
Okay.
Can
Ali,
you
I'm going to ask you this
fix
because
it?
I know that.
Sorry. I was going to ask, can you ever fix it when there's cheating?
Wow. I was just about to ask Ali in a situation like that.
I don't
what
know
is
if you
the
can fix it, but I think it's
What
some
is the fix?
decisions that can be made. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can ever fix it.
Ali, what's your thoughts, man? Real quick.
I want to say this though. It's
Why is your mic like God? You know what I mean? I mean,
just good equipment.
Quality. It's
quality. You just tell me to jump out the window. I will. It just sounds like, tell me to build a fire.
Sure quality.
So I'll say this though, that life, contrary to popular belief, is not easier.
Wow.
Don't let anybody fool you. It's sensational, and it's appealing from the outside looking in.
Mhm.
But I don't have to be accountable outwardly to anybody.
Woo.
So you don't see what I'm dealing with off camera. You might see me in the restaurant with old girl, and then you see me at Dave and Buster's with the other old girl, and you be like, man, this dude, he killing it. I am. But there's also some things that I don't ever have to show you that I don't know how to handle.
Mm.
And those things are often much heavier than just the sensational piece that we see from the outside looking in.
And don't it get heavier as
the
you get
player,
older?
Say it again.
I said, don't it get heavier as you get older too?
Yep. It's more to handle. It's a lot more. It's not easier. Now, you could say, because I don't have to be accountable to anybody, that I miss out on the dysfunction of trying to maintain that lifestyle and still try to hold up my end of the bargain with somebody else. And in that way, yeah, maybe it's easier because you don't have that hard part of me trying to do what I'm doing and then try to come back here and play like I'm good here. But it's not easier. Don't let anybody fool you. I talk to single guys almost on a daily basis. It ain't easier. It's just sensational.
Mm.
Sensational.
Wow.
What's that thing, Leah and TP? What's that thing where y'all? I think y'all don't know what I'm saying when I say it. When you get to like your late 40s or your early 50s, because it's in connection with what Ali was just saying.
What you calling
When you
menopause?
start, no, not men. That's women. When men, no, I'm talking about men. I'm talking about men, right?
Ali
We get
called
to
it
the
something.
late 40s, but like it really could be called menopause, like for real.
Right.
But for
Right.
men,
you start-
it's called
you-
menopause.
And andropause.
for men.
Okay,
And
so
your
so from a mental perspective, we start overthinking everything, and we start thinking along the lines of, am I still, you know what I'm saying, all that I thought I was cracked up to be? Can I still provide? Can I still do, you know what I'm saying? When you start questioning who you are as a male,
Can
is
you
that
still
still
hit?
anapause? Is that still
Can-
anapause?
Can you still hit?
Yeah,
Huh?
and I think all of that.
That too.
Yeah,
That
all
too.
of that
Can
plays.
you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I'm saying like it gets heavier. What Ali was saying, I was like, boom, that's part of it right there. When you get older, you're like, yo, how long can I really keep up this foolishness? Like,
Mm.
I'm 45, I'm 50 years old, and I still got a different girl every, like, for real. How long do I keep doing this.
There's a lot
I've
of
been,
OGs that still do that, right?
I'm just saying, I've been married
Wow.
once, I've been married twice, sometimes 3 or 4 times, and I'm still out here doing this foolishness. Like, isn't that a part of the dynamic? That's why I was asking Ali, as it gets older, and depending on the circles in which you move in, where you got homeboys who got families and got, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny that what's the name said it a while ago, wanty, can't get I get no wanty. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Yeah.
Because those of us who are married, sometimes when you're not thinking right, you want to be single. And those who are single sometimes, and you get to that age where you start contemplating all of this stuff, and you like, yo, I'm doing it now because it's familiar. It's the thing that I've always, I've been doing for a period of time. And so I'm really not doing it because this is my belief. I'm just doing it because it's the thing that's familiar to me. But you still, there's another part of your brain that's like, I can't do this forever. And I'm already 40 something, 50 something years old. Some of us 60 something, like, and I'm still, you know what I'm saying?
That is habitual, Quest.
Say it again.
Do you think it's possible that it's habitual?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think there's some level of, I have just, this has just become normal for me.
Wow.
So it may not even feel, what you may see heaviness, but all I see is just my normal life. And I have become accustomed to, have accepted, and have adjusted mentally and physically to the dysfunction.
Wow. So would you say it's the same thing as, would you say it's the same thing as familiar? Or is that deeper than familiar?
Familiarity is something that you are acquainted with, right? When I use the term of habitual, that means the repetition of said behavior now becomes part of who you are without thought.
Okay.
Right? It's almost like getting on a bike after a while. You just get up there, you're not thinking about foot on pedal, right? Rotate, like you're not going through all of that. It's just something that is natural, it's habitual. It has been a part of your operation on a day, right? It becomes, like Ali said, who you are.
Until you come across that one dude who got a solid marriage and raising children, and it shines the light on who and what you're doing in terms of your habitual behavior. Yo, let me tell y'all, I remember maybe about a year, 2 years ago, we were doing something similar to this. And there was one dude who had been divorced for 2 years and still hurt by the divorce.
Wow.
And he was talking, and I was like, well, no disrespect, but that might have been my first experience, but that's not my second experience. And my man was mad at me because he was like, yeah, that's not real. You fronting. Like, okay, if you feel I'm fronting, hey, power to you, whatever makes you feel better. But I'm just telling you that that's not my story. And I wonder if what that does when you if that's the habitual behavior that you've normalized, what happens when you come across people? Because Ali said it a while ago, it's cool when I don't have no accountability until you get that one situation that you come across that's like, yeah, bro, that ain't.
Well, I got a question. I got a question for you, Terry. Carol asked this question. She said, how do you get the man to recognize their dysfunction and that they need to work on the issue? What's your thoughts, Terry, on that? And then Ali, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
How do you get a man? How do you get anybody to recognize their dysfunction? Okay. And so the issue is, generally, people will go from relationship to relationship, and people will be telling them about themselves. They disregard it because they think that something's wrong with the person. But what you find is, if you talk to the right person, you're like, listen, can 10,000 people be wrong? Everybody's saying the same thing, but you have to know how to talk to them, because a lot of times people who know something is wrong, you also have your what? You got your aiding and abetting folks. Because if this person has something that everybody wants, they'll play to that. So what do they call them in the rap game? Those are the riders, the tag-alongs, the hang-alongs, and they'll support you in all your foolishness. And so if that person wants to heal, if they want to get right, then they will be able to be open to that. But if they think it's everybody else, then they won't. And that's a hard person, you see what I'm saying, to get. And I hate to say change, because do people change? I always say this: people don't change, their circumstances do. Because personalities have been formed at a very early age. What's that, Leah? About 6, 5, 7? Your personality has changed. I mean, has been established. And as you grow older, what happens? Things are changing around you, and you're adapting, adjusting, and modifying. Listen, check this out. Before, when you were single, you hung around who? Single people.
Folks.
Yep.
When you got married, you hung around who? Folks that was married. When you had kids, you start hanging around who? Folks that were married with kids. That's how that. And so y'all ain't changed. What's happening? Everything is changed. Now, can people change? Absolutely, they can. Do they? Probably not, because change requires what? Accountability. Remember, that's what Ali on the road to change. That's a speed bump on the road to change. And if you want change, here's the thing. To help that person, as the young lady said, here's the only way they're going to change. Their beliefs and cognitions have to change.
Wow, the speed
bump. If their beliefs and cognitions don't, take a racist that works every day with a certain ethnicity. They see him, they say hi to him in the office, they've looked out for him, they've done everything, but they still think that person, those people, a group of people are horrible. Why? Because their beliefs about them and their cognitions haven't changed. And that's why they stay in the place they are. So to answer her question, guess what? The beliefs and cognitions have to change for them to actually change.
Wow. Ali, what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts?
I think if I were to answer that question in a very blunt manner, you can't get me to recognize anything.
Damn.
You can't.
You
can expose, and it just speaks to what Terry said. It speaks to what Terry said, right? You can expose me to some stuff. You can share your perception. You can share your perspective with me. You can do all of those things, but that's about as far as you're going to be able to get. Because if I don't want to hear what you got to say, if I feel like what I'm doing is just going to be what it is, if I haven't had that level of, if I haven't gotten to that level of maturity, if I haven't had that awakening, if I don't have that self-awareness, if I don't have that self-actualization moment, that come to Jesus moment, you can't get me to do nothing.
Wow. Wow.
What's lacking in recognition, or getting someone to a space of recognizing. I often, Ali, say, like, we create the conditions for certain things to occur, but acceptance of what is in that atmosphere at that time has to happen. And so if one does not want to accept, they'll turn their gaze in another direction. And so, acceptance is something that's critical.
Because I could tell you this right now, and my wife can attest to this. My wife is the most wonderful person in the world. And I say all the time that in the foolishness that I was in the beginning of our marriage, she always treated me like, I say this all the time, she treated me like the man I should be. But that didn't cause me to turn around.
Absolutely.
I had a come to Jesus moment one night and was like, yo, you should probably do different.
You mean yourself?
If she could have caused me to do it, then it would have happened in month 1 as opposed to year 3.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
So it's almost like self-actualization.
You got to have that moment. Like,
kind of.
If it's not too much, Ali, what was the come to Jesus moment? If it is, then just, and we talk about it later. But you know what I'm saying?
No. It's I tell the story all the time.
Okay.
I about 18 or 19 months in, Mind you, I chuckled when the doc was like, when you were single, you hung with single people. When you married, you hung with married people. That was not me. When I was single, I hung with single folks. When I was married, I hung with single folks, and that got me in all the trouble that I got in.
I
So,
got you.
everything that I was doing before I got married, I was doing after.
Yep.
Fast forward, maybe about 18, 19 months in, no matter what foolishness I found myself in, there was a habit that I had. And the habit was that no matter when I got in, 3, 4, 4:30, sometimes I would get in just in time to shower to go to work.
Wow.
Let that sink in. No matter what time I got in, I would read this Max Lucado devotional, and it's on this shelf right here because it's a reminder of how far I've come. It's still on the shelf right here. And in that devotional, you read a devotion, there's a Bible text, and then there's a question that you could journal. No matter what state I was in, no matter what time I got in, I pulled that book out. So again, same thing happened. It was about 4:15, 4:30ish. I get in, I pull the book out. Reading through the book, I remember this question hit me. And I didn't know what it was then, but I knew it was the Holy Spirit. I know that now. The question was, my son wasn't born yet, but the girls were small. And the question was, if those two beautiful baby girls that are just sleeping down the hall from you right now grow up and bring a you home and say, this is my man, what's going to be your response to that?
Sweet Jesus.
Now, Paul, you know me, right? We live together, so you know me. I'm not a pushover.
No.
So my response was like, that ain't gonna be no problem. Only one man left standing. Like,
that's right.
You bring whoever you want. You know what I mean? Because and I'm kind of crashing out over that in my head. Like, I ain't letting no dude who's all over the place, be with, and it's almost like the
rationalizing that, huh?
Right. And but here's what's crazy. The next question was like, you remember the story where David, he slept with Bathsheba, and Nathan came in and told him the story, and David started crashing out. And he was like, bro, you crashing out on yourself.
Yeah. That was the man.
Same thing. The very next question, I remember I was sitting on a green sofa. Very next question made me sit back in my chair. It felt like I got punched in the chest. You're like, so you really, that's how you feel? That's you. What you gonna do about you?
That's crazy.
And so in that moment, I had no idea what the answer to that question was. But I vowed I was gonna figure it out.
Wow.
So did I change overnight? No. But 1%, I was like, we're gonna figure this out. Because I ain't gonna be that guy forever. I'm not gonna be that guy forever. That was my decision.
In the journey of 10,000 steps, it starts with one.
Yeah.
Man,
that was the come to Jesus moment.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that was the moment, about 18, 19 months in.
And let me say this about change. Change is more gradual than it is dramatic.
Yep.
Okay. It ain't gonna happen overnight because you didn't learn it overnight. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's kind of like your GPA. Once that sucker plummet, it's hard to get that thing back up. You got to do some things to get that thing back up. It's gonna take a while.
And she'll tell you, man.
Oh, go ahead.
She'll tell you that was going into year 3. It
So
was a good.
I add this though, Ali.
It was a good 3, maybe 3.5 more before I could confidently be like, all right, I think I'm starting to figure this out.
So what you said though really goes back to the creation of conditions, right? Your wife created the conditions for accepting you no matter what, which allowed for that growth process.
Yes.
You had a good woman.
Yes. And I'm very careful, and she will tell you this. I'm very careful to tell people, do not do that if God didn't tell you to. Let's be clear about that. That story does not mean that you should put up with foolishness until it turns around. That is not the moral of the story. Not even close.
Come on.
That's not even close to the moral of the story. Right. If you ask her, she will tell you the only reason she didn't pack those girls up and leave is because God told her not to.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I wanted
did
to
it
say something,
upset
Leah,
you
to
though?
what you were saying earlier. Leah
Mm-hmm.
was saying something about acceptance. Okay. Now, in my sessions in therapy, I use a thing called radical acceptance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Radical acceptance means it's painful. It's coming from the gut.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's painful coming from the gut. You know, like radical for Christ. It's painful to follow that. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Fred Hammond. Anyway, okay. When we're talking about this thing called radical acceptance, you start with pain is a part of life and can't always be avoided. Okay. If you don't deal with your pain, or what is, suffering, suffering is not accepting the pain. Acceptance, what Leah was talking about, acceptance means letting go of fighting reality. Letting go of fighting reality, turning that suffering you can't cope with into pain you can, because if you can what? Realize pain is a part of life, can't always be avoided. But here's the problem with acceptance. Okay? Acceptance, this is where people get caught up with radical acceptance, because they think that acceptance equals approval.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not. Acceptance in a nutshell just means it is what it is. That's all radical acceptance is. It is what it is.
So let it be.
If you have a, a child that you think is going, oh man, you're having a baby, this is going to be an athlete. I'm going to throw a baseball at him, a football at him, a basketball at him, whatever. And then you find out your child is going to be a paraplegic.
Mm-hmm.
You got to radically accept that child is not going to be that athlete that you thought he was. Okay? Radical acceptance does not equal. Now, do you approve of this situation? No, but you accept it. Why? Because it is what it is. There's nothing I can do to change that. You follow what I'm saying? That's what acceptance is. Letting go of fighting reality. And a lot of people have a problem with accepting because they think it means approval. No, it doesn't. It just means, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? When I got my divorce, I had to radically accept that my thing was over.
Yep.
Did I approve of it? No, but I accepted it because why? It was what it was. Okay. And acceptance of reality, guys, requires a choice. It's like coming to a fork in the road. Am I going to go left? Am I going to go right? And you have to commit to accept. You got to commit to it. And sometimes you got to commit over and over and over and over again in the space of a few minutes. When Ali said, if you come here with a man, now this guy come here, his daughter bring in somebody, he's sagging, he tatted up, and you like, damn. And that's who gonna be the baby daddy. You gotta radically accept over every time you're there, like, yo, what's up, OG? Oh, you call me what? I gotta radically accept. Why? Because the bottom line is, I know if I say something wrong, she's safer if I chill. But if I go off, she gonna run off with this fool, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
Either she don't run off and you cause contention with him because now he vexed with you because you blacked out.
Yep. The commitment to accept, okay, it doesn't itself require acceptance. You have to keep on over and over and over. I lost my job. God, that job was paying. You got to radically accept. Do I approve of it? No, but I accept it. Why? Because it is what it is. And I'm suffering. You ever see people who are still suffering over a loss of a loved one that has been gone forever? Like, why are you still? Because they did not accept. Suffering is not accepting the pain. All right, I'm off my soapbox.
Which means what? That you still believe you have the desire or the ability to change something.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that ability to change the circumstances. Some things simply, like you were saying, T, just is what it is. Yeah. Right? And when individuals even say that, I say, so what is it? put a name to that thing, right?
Yeah.
And now begin to heal from that.
You know, Armina makes this comment here. It says, in my line of work, so I often see that while people say they want healing, real growth can't happen without acknowledgement. And many men and women are asking for healthy relationships, but avoiding the self work. That's what Ali was talking about, the self work, the self work. I think before we close that off, you used to say something before, Quest, about doing the work. I don't remember what it was. You used to say something about doing.
Yeah, let me tell you something. It's always about doing the work. Some people feel good, for lack of a better term, because they could say, I go to a therapist, but a therapist can't help you with what you continue to hide.
I got you. It says, but she says,
But she says it's acknowledgement. And if I'm going to a therapist, I got to acknowledge that there's a problem in this particular area, and I got to lay it out all on the table for you so you can see it. Because if I don't tell you about it, then how do I get help for this thing that, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like I know it's there, but I don't. Okay, y'all ever been in a room? You walk into a room, but you know the room ain't for you.
Wow.
You in the room, but they don't acknowledge you. You know you in the room. You know they see you, but they don't acknowledge you in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like pump you up. I'm just saying acknowledge you as an individual, right? As a human being, just acknowledge you. Sometimes we treat some of the stuff that we dealing with just like that. We know that the problem is there. We see it, but we don't give it we don't acknowledge it.
Yeah. Here's a little secret for you guys that's talking about therapy. You know there's no magic in therapy, right? The magic happened outside when you take what you learned in therapy and go and practice it. That's where the magic happens. Because I can be in there and I'm giving you all these skills. There's a reason why people come to therapy. Is a reason why people get in trouble and the whole nine, because they don't possess a skill set. They don't possess a skill set. You don't have the skills. You haven't had skills acquisition. Okay. You've been doing something, even though it's wrong. You keep doing the same thing. That's doing the familiar. You keep doing the same thing, even though it doesn't work, because you don't possess a skill set. So when you come to therapy, you got to say, hey, I tell my clients all the time, therapy only work if you wanted to, because we can sit there all day long and I can give you the skills. But when you walk outside that door, that's when the magic happens. Have you done the work? What Quest is talking about. Do the work. Do the work. But work. Relationships require what? They require work. And some people just don't want to clock in. Go ahead.
Terry, he used to say to me, yo, information changes situations. And it wasn't until a moment that I thought about it like, yo, it's not just the information. It's information applied.
Absolutely.
Information applied.
1,000%.
Wow.
You're walking around with it, but are you applying it? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Let's go to another therapy.
Create the conditions, just like we were talking about the environment within a home, right? And so additionally, therapy is kind of, and T, I'm sure you get where I'm going with it. It's a moment of enlightenment. It's the aha moment, right? Now, after you get that aha moment, like you're saying, you got to go on out there and work that thing. We often tell folk, you got to work the program. Get all the information, right? Every bit. We're going to pour it into you.
Leah, what is that thing they say in AA? Work the program because it was, what is a work the program because it works for you, or work in the program, something like that. It's
let's pause. Let's pause for a moment. So, Ali, what do they say in AA?
That's crazy.
Nobody could make me go, so I don't know. Hey, you know what's crazy though? I got the
You got the big book
right here on this shelf right
here. Gotta work the program.
That's hilarious.
And then what doesn't apply, let it fly. But what
let it fly.
Okay, one more time, Ali. One more time, Ali. One more time. Lord have mercy. Come on, my man. Come on. Mia said, "Make." She said, "Fake it till you make it."
That's it.
Wow, I love it, man. I love it, man.
Wouldn't
I got
that
to
be
tell you.
imposter syndrome?
Say it
Wait, say
again,
that
Terry.
again to you.
Wouldn't that be imposter syndrome?
What, the faking it till you make it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? It's funny. I was teaching a Sabbath school lesson at my church last week, and it was talking about being, putting on love for others that you don't love. And I told them that I think that that's the only text that applies to fake it till you make it.
Is what?
Love people you don't. I mean, act like you love people you don't love until you love them.
Oh, yeah.
I.
Say that one more
So
time. Act like you love people you don't love until you love them.
Yep. It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing, and but here it is. When you're in a relationship and you have expectations in a relationship. Oh, forget it. Let's talk about marriage. You have an expectation in the marriage, and it doesn't happen. This lady, Oliver. Um, what's her name? Spoke at my church Sabbath. It was Hashina. Remember Hashina from school? Hashina Bone from
Mhm.
school. She said she spoke at my church Sabbath, and she made mention like a lot of us don't understand our purpose because we live in scarcity.
Mm, mm, mm.
And after church, at my church, after church, you get this opportunity. We shut the cameras off in the whole nine, and you get to talk about whatever you heard. This brother got up, man. He was like, I recognize that when I don't understand my purpose in my marriage, I go outside of it because I see this as scarcity.
Mm.
But there's abundance, but you just don't see it because you don't know your purpose in marriage. And I think it's crazy sometimes, man. I think the church has asked us to do some things that I don't think we're ready for. That's why I do believe in divorce, right? I do believe in restoration after divorce. Um, and I know some people may hit me later and be like, how could you say that as a pastor? Yo, man, let me tell you something. I I think sometimes that what I've learned from you guys in the last year, that divorce is a healing process,
You ain't never
and
lied.
that's what I learned from you guys. You hanging with you guys, we should never hang like we hung last time. But learning from you guys, recognizing that divorce is a heal. It's not marriage is the pruning process, but divorce is a healing process. Like, yo, I'm cutting
Not
you
all the
off
time.
to grow for myself.
But
And
it's not in all cases, though.
right, but what I've been taught, uncles, right? Some family members, my society, is that cheating kind of balance out how you feel to go home. Oh, you understand where I'm coming from?
Nah,
Oh, I'm just trying.
I do. I just felt like saying that right then. Okay.
Okay. I'm like, I felt so bad. I was like, wait.
So it's salve to deal with the bull that you're about to get when you enter your. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I
like
know.
what my dude said, Terry. They call it fix a flat.
Right. Yeah. I need to get
get
something
that.
soft and tender before I go home.
Yeah.
I will
All
say this. There,
Fix a
you
flat.
asked this. You asked this earlier, Paul, but I don't think we ever answered.
Okay.
Oh, you was getting ready to say, who cheats, what type of person cheats, or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
And I always think that there are three types. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
The person that Prince, did the Waiting to Excel, Wesley Snipes and Angela Bassett laid in the bed, didn't do nothing. Then there was those who do actually do something. And it was like, oh my God, I can't believe that. I got caught up in the moment. I knew it was wrong, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, oh my God. And it's eating them alive, and they go home and they may tell it, they may not. It's the person who, just they got caught up in the moment. which means there's something lacking somewhere.
Yep.
Okay, because you always know. Okay, wait a minute, this don't look good. What the Bible say? Flee from the very appearance of evil. Next,
Yes.
that person who things aren't right at home, but the work wife who treating you right, or the neighbor that's treating you right, or somebody else you rekindle from the past is like, oh, if you were my husband, I wouldn't treat you like that. I would be taking care of you. I wouldn't be. You like, yo, this don't sound too bad. You know what I'm saying? And then there's that one that just, baby, I'm a dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm a dog. I'm a mutt.
Well, I was just about to say that. Ain't there a song that's out here talking about, baby, I'm a dog,
I'm a dog. I'm a mutt.
Okay, Armina, pause. Armina, wait, hold on, yo. Pause. Armina is just bigging you up, girl.
Because
I'm checking
have
on
my
you.
sisters here with me tonight. I'm dealing with all y'all and all the
listen,
testosterone on my own.
Leah, you got Paula that's with you. You got Carol that's with you, Mary that's with you, Mia that's with you.
I love my sisters.
Yeah, but we all women. Nobody's saying nothing against women.
No. She's just holding her own.
Oh,
okay. They just said I'm up here. I'm rocking with the fellas. This is what I do on a regular. No, I'm joking.
Always. I'm telling you, I've known Leah since we was here. And do you know, she has been the most consistent person that I've ever known. What you're seeing right now is her in like 5th, 6th grade. High school.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man.
Listen, hold on a second. Carmetta, I hope I said your name right, Hayes.
Carmetta.
You said lies, but that was lies towards what?
Wife.
That's Wendell Timothy's wife.
Our Wendell?
Charmaretta.
Yes,
but
sir.
I knew this. Wait a second.
Charmaretta.
Wendell.
Yo, I'm embarrassed. I knew that.
Did you?
I knew that. I'm sorry. I knew that.
Hey, Charm, tell him I got your name right. I had to correct Paul.
That's right. Sorry, girl.
And I'm holding him accountable. I'm
Birmingham. Sorry. We met in Birmingham. My bad. Sorry, sis. My bad. What do you mean by lies, girl?
It's not like a movie met in Birmingham.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, man. To Terry's comment, which one? What?
What?
To Terry's comment?
I think she was saying lies to the reasons that men cheat.
Yo, I said, girl, I'm sorry. She said, look, Paul, I'm ashamed. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Charm, after I corrected this man on your name, you going against me live? All right, let me say that.
No.
What did you call her, Paul? Give me the name.
I was like, Carmetta.
No, I think she's saying the mindset behind it, not the reasons why. She's saying the mindset behind it is lies, I think.
All right. Question save you, Sean.
Yeah.
No. But here's the thing. I haven't done any research, but I have with the clients I deal with. You see what I'm saying? I can't think of any that, what I'm hearing is like, this is what guys are saying. I don't know what else. What else is there?
I hear you. I hear you.
Once again, I think those moves that is lack of a belief system, man.
Well, look, big up to Wendell Timothy. All right, let's keep going.
No doubt. No doubt. It's lack of a belief system, and really the mindset to navigate these difficulties and challenges. Because here's she said correct question. There we go. Because, like, for real, if you know the long term of it, may feel good right now to knock something off, to deal with the stress that you're about to deal with when you go home, right? Well, what are the long term effects?
I do think that men can get caught up emotionally.
Oh, they can, especially if that thing is good to you, and she's saying all the things in your ears you want to hear while you in the act. Let me tell you something. There's some people got some bedroom game that's different for your tail, bro. It's like, I'm telling you, I'm I'm not. Hey, I'm in a different season of my life. Let me just put it out there. I love Faith Green. I worship the ground she walks on, and I'm a happy
let
man.
me see a question. Tell us about some of them games when you was out there in the world.
Let me just be very clear, because I know how folks are. Nigga, where you been? What you did? No.
Right.
There's only one.
No.
Yep,
We got. Is this the
right?
real Lois Peters? Like the Lois Peters?
Yeah, no doubt.
Now I'm scared. Hey, Sister Lois Peters, you can't be on this. You can't be on this.
But I'll be
right.
honest with you. Like, it's some people, it's some men and women who got some bedroom action for your tail. And if you dip your foot in some stuff that you're not supposed to do, like that, soul ties is a thing. And they the kind of people that if you touch them, Leah looking at me like, it's some
Y'all
folk.
don't understand. I give my fellas the real game, and I try to do it in a way that they really understand that it pierces their soul, because the one thing you do not want to do is play with a woman who comes in with the very purpose of getting you caught up, because it happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna find the text.
Yep. That is a thing. That is definitely a thing. I think on the other side of that coin, or in addition to that too, and I'm just going to speak from a man's perspective, because this is something that I had to learn. I don't think many of us are taught, or if we are taught, we're given the misconception that our success is based on external factors.
Okay.
So
Ollie.
I'm looking for her to do, and I'm looking for her to say, and I'm looking for her to provide and support and hold me down and all of that. And I'm not saying that shouldn't be the case, but in all of that looking, what I failed to do is grow in myself. And I say that in the book. The problem with me, Oliver Marcel, was I was trying to walk through this thing with the perception that I could demand something I haven't first developed.
Man, you better watch your mouth.
And you
You
can't.
better watch your stank mouth.
You can't. That's just not, that's not sustainable long term. It's just not.
You can't demand something
You should not demand something you have not first developed. So I think that's part of it as well. And then once you're doing that, then it's very easy to get caught up with the woman that Leah just described, because you're looking for something external and they got it for you. They got that for you.
So
the same way men may see the deficits in women see that in men, right? And I often talk about the curse of the woman. And that was not just to give, birth and be in pain and all of that. It is also to desire after the man.
Yeah.
And so when you get a woman that is studying you, there's a reason we say we know y'all inside out. Because when we want something in you, we are going to study that to a science.
Yeah.
Bring it to me. She pleases me well.
Yes.
Right? Look at Samson. Samson thought he was running game on Delilah. Delilah was running mad game on Samson. She was laughing every step of the way. Come on here, let me just rub your head.
Okay, you see, I just want y'all to know right now what's happening right now with this statement that Denise is making. Denise is saying,
ready for him to come upstairs. You know that's
Leah,
I ain't gonna be like, I gotta cut this early tonight. Holla. Okay.
Can I blow this wide open right now?
Come on.
Yep. Proverbs chapter 7, my son. Keep my words and treasure up my commandments with you. Keep my commandments and live. Keep my teaching as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call insight to your intimate friend, to keep you from the forbidden woman, from the adulteress with her smooth words. For at the window of my house I have looked out through my lattice, and I have seen among the simple, I have perceived among the youths a young man lacking sense, passing along the street near her corner, taking the road to her house in the twilight, in the evening, at the time of night and darkness. And behold, the woman meets him dressed as a prostitute, wily of the heart. She is loud and wayward. Her feet do not stay at home. Now in the street, now in the market, now at every corner, she lies in wait. She seizes him and kisses him. And with bold face, she says to him, I had to offer sacrifices, and today I have paid my vows. So now I have come out to meet you, to seek you eagerly, and I have found you. I have spread my couch with coverings, colored linens from Egyptian linen. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh
Yes.
and aloes and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love till morning. Let us delight ourselves with love. For my husband is not at home. He has gone on a long journey. He took a
Yes,
bag
sir.
of money with him. At full moon, he will come home. With much seductive speech, she persuades him with her smooth talk. She compels him. All at once, he follows her as an
I feel like he
ox
reading a Harlequin romance novel.
Bruh,
That's what I'm saying,
bruh.
man.
And I'm
Yep.
talking about this the word, or as a
Where
stag
is this
on
from?
fast. She said, till an arrow pierces its liver, as a bird rushes into a snare. He does not know that it will cost him his life.
Yeah.
Lord
And
have
now,
mercy.
oh
Hey,
sons, listen to
put
me
that in
and
the
be,
chat, man. Where is
bruh.
that?
That's Proverbs
Yeah.
Send
chapter
it to me.
7, bruh.
Send it to me, Quest. Send me
That's
Yo,
that.
Proverbs.
do
Listen.
the knowledge. Here's the last
Proverbs.
couple of
When my
verses.
dad was, still
What is
living,
that?
Here's the
Proverbs
last
what?
couple.
my brother.
And
Send it
now
to me, Quest.
seven. And
Seven,
now,
seven.
O
Oh,
sons, listen
Proverbs
to
7.
me.
I can remember that.
And now, O sons, listen to me and be attentive to the words of my mouth. Let not your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths. For many a victim she laid low, and all her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is the way to Sheol, to hell, going down to the chambers of death. That's Proverbs chapter 7 right there, homeboy.
And what's
So, like,
crazy?
for real,
What's crazy,
yeah.
Quest? That's not the only place he talks about that. In Proverbs.
No, it's a couple of places.
Look,
Yo,
my
listen,
dad
listen.
was
You got
Hold
me.
on, hold on.
younger.
Listen. You see this person right here? You see this person right here? Look upon on the salve. Listen.
Story got
Yo,
good, Quest. I had to give me something to eat.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Let me tell you
But
something.
look, because for real
The
though,
book of Proverbs be
my
like that
father
sometimes.
used to tell my brother to read Proverbs continually as a young man.
Mhm.
Here's my question.
Okay. Oh boy. Here we go.
Woo.
Women.
Y'all not
Mhm.
young up here.
All right. Ring the
The
bell. We got
audience
10
that we
minutes. Ring the
have.
bell.
So
Look what
what?
Paula said. Ooh.
What did Paul say? What?
Paula
What?
said a wife
My
should
wife
learn
said
more about good
more
home
about-
sexual function that is private dysfunction. Lord,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want you to be dysfunctional in here this evening.
Look
Let
upon
you
uno
telling on
here.
yourself. Stop telling on yourself.
Hey, what did Marcellus say in Pulp Fiction? I'm about to get medieval in here. About to get medieval in here.
But
Man,
no, for real though. Like
don't front.
when you're
You know I
looking
got you
at
open.
this, there's a reason that God is talking about this.
pick up
And it's
yourself,
not
Mr.
just
Hillary.
for young men. It's the older ones going back to the habitual, right? If I'm doing this from my youth and I haven't had something to break up the thought process, then I'm gonna keep doing this I'm gonna still keep getting caught up because the devil is always gonna have that thing waiting on you with somebody, and she gonna show up and it's gonna ruin your whole life. Right?
I'm
So
single.
at
Can I
some
get some
point,
thing?
You know what that thing is. Don't even try. I'm
I
trying
said,
to.
I'm single. Can I get some?
But
That's why you really know, because you single.
Okay,
Sister
all right.
Nisa,
I'm
All
a
right.
Oh,
All right.
on the bed.
I have perfumed my bed.
hey, Denise, let him use you.
Look, with frankincense and myrrh. Look, and he gone.
Hey, Sister Marcel, let him use you.
Listen, family, we
don't read the Holy Spirit.
Our grown men and
Don't
our
read the
married
Holy Spirit.
men have to be very cautious of this very thing that Quest was reading. Because when there's a lull in the marriage, whatever it may be, right? You run the risk of getting caught up real quick, real fast, and ruining the best thing you probably ever had in your life just because of a dead moment in the relationship. Because she waiting on you.
I'm just saying.
listen, family.
Leah, like we having these issues and we can't have no conversation about what we dealing with. What's really going on in our relationship for real?
Do men
Because
really
here's the funny
talk? Do men really
you better.
sit down and have good, long, lengthy conversations and work things out? Or are they more about the action?
When they trying to get some, hey, let's have this conversation. Let me say this, Quest, and it was going about something, what you were saying. And I say this in my domestic violence classes all the time, to the men and women. Now, I use a different word, but I'm going to use something holy in here.
All right. Is it on your shirt?
I think. No, it ain't on this shirt.
We got 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Let's go.
Here's the thing. Because they talk about, all the difficulties they have in relationships. I said, because we screw too much, we don't date enough.
True.
You see what I'm saying? They are in them relationships like that. Next thing you know this girl for a couple of days, she moving in. You moving in. Wait a minute, hold on. We done had sex already? No. You putting the cart before the horse. Get to know. We're doing this too soon. And that's why it runs out quick, because now you on to the next episode. You see what I'm saying? What else is out there for me? Let me try something else. All right. This one over here can sit and spin. Let me see what this one do. Let me see what that, it just keeps on and they keep on. And my whole thing is, since ain't nobody getting a vast deference cut or ain't nobody, abstaining, I said, do all you want, but stop leaving souvenirs everywhere you go. 2 and 3 kids with this one with that one, this over. Man, it's a mess.
This is the reason, TP,
I gotta
I'm saying,
my
like,
dogs, y'all.
Yeah, peace out, bro. This the reason why I'm saying to what Terry was just saying just now, though.
Wait, who's going? Who's going?
Let me hear this. I'm gonna leave after I hear what Quest got to say.
Got it.
This is what I was saying. This is the reason why Terry God gave me what he gave me in terms of the pillars, right? We all want love, we all want the lifestyle, and we all want legacy. But who are you as an individual? Because if you're not healed at least decently, if you're not mature at least decently, then it affects the way you create love, lifestyle, and legacy. Guess what? Guess who's going to inherit all of this stuff? Your children. Because one thing you can't do is you can't lie to them. And they don't do what you say. They do what you do.
Absolutely.
I got you.
All behavior is learned, Quest.
I got you. Hey, Terry, thanks for joining us tonight, man. I know you got a roll.
Yeah, man. I ain't see my dog.
I'm not supposed to say that I love your shirt. I'm not supposed to say that I love your shirt. But what I will say
say
that the
what
good
you
Lord
want to say. I've gotten funny looks when I wore it in the airport, and I'm like, "Why is everybody laughing and looking?" I say, "Oh shoot, I forgot I got the shirt on. Let me close it up before I get on this plane."
Hey, listen, all I know in the book of John, somebody turned tables over.
That's all I'm telling you.
Jesus.
That's all I'm telling you. That's the only thing that's missing.
You, Oliver. We'll see
Good to see you, Doc. Yes, sir.
See you, Ting.
Yo, listen, man. I know we landed the plane. We got 4 minutes on this, but Ali, we have not sat down like we sat down like a couple of days ago, man. It was a privilege talking to you, man. Just sitting down and hollering, man. And
we gotta do that more.
We got to do that more often, man. I think men need men to center them, And I feel like I'm always told, even from Pat, you need to get centered. You need to get centered. Um, but I know that you're doing something. Before we go, I knew that three of you are doing something, and I wanted to hear from the three of you. I'm going to start with you, Ali, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I had this I posted this some time ago.
Indeed. That is our latest offering.
Yeah.
We used to do a group coaching experience, and we're going to still do that group coaching experience at some point. But there are always individuals who want to do things at their own pace, or just may not want to be in a group, not ready to really be in that setting. And so we took all of the teaching videos, all of the workbook sheets, all of the PDFs, all of the supplemental material, all the case studies, and wrapped them into a do-it-yourself course. The course is entitled "Make Love Better." We're talking
Ooh.
about that as well, but it's a play on words, making your entire love better, being able to communicate on an extraordinary level, being able to recognize, manage, and recover from conflict in record time, and building a holistic, intimate bond. And so through 7 modules, you can take your time and go through. We offer everything that we offered in the group except for the mastermind sessions. So you get everything. You get access to the assessment in the beginning, and you get access to all of the materials. And if I do say so myself, it is, at least from what we've been told from people who have taken it, it is beneficial to the marital experience. So you can go to denaliCommunity.com/MLB course. And right now it is there for an introductory price. And may God bless you and keep you as you put in some effort. We talk about doing work, right? And this is an opportunity to literally put your money where your mouth is and do some work on your marriage.
I got you. Listen, man, thank you so much. I just want to share that with everybody again. And I just really believe that everyone, if you're doing something, support, not just support just because you know them, support because it'll do your relationship well. It'll do you well.
Yeah.
So,
and let me say this too. This is not just for couples in crisis. So don't think that you do not need to excuse yourself if you feel like you're at a cruising altitude, because even your car, if you do not change the oil, many of you
Yes,
will
indeed.
after a while won't have a car. So your car can be running it fine today, but stop working on it and see what happens.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Throw some oil in it, like the oil that's in your bed right now, right? Yeah,
Exactly.
I got you. Ali, we'll talk again, man. Good to see you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Good to see y'all, man. It's good to see you guys.
You got
Always,
Blessings on
you. Indeed.
Word.
Leah, man, I had this thing and I can't find it. But Quest, I know you have your book out. Could you just send it to me real quick? Just really quickly. If you could send it to me real quick. I definitely just want to share with folks, man, the great things that that you guys are doing. I think it's absolutely awesome what you guys are doing. And I celebrate the both of you guys. When I say I celebrate the both of you guys, I celebrate the both of you guys. So just talk a little bit, if you will, Leah, about what's coming up in your time, your neck, so to speak.
In my neck.
In your neck.
This neck is going to be international. No,
come on.
God willing, God willing.
Come on.
But I am starting a podcast, and the podcast is called Conversations. Conversations. And we touched a little bit about that in our conversation this evening, looking at the negative core beliefs of self, right? And so this show is going to be looking at how these negative core beliefs have been limiting who God has designed you to be. So I'm having a, call out for guests. If you have ever lived, which I believe we more than likely, I would say 90+% of us has had someone to embed some negative thoughts into our minds as to who we are as individuals, whether it be things such as I'm stupid, I'm nothing, I'm a throwaway, based off of relationships, the ones desired, that were not present. So again, we're looking in this podcast to share some experiences with the broader audience, where they can potentially see themselves, right? They may be struggling, they may be having these negative thoughts about themselves, and hopefully looking to break free. And so, all of the guests coming on, it doesn't matter what you are doing currently in your life, if God has helped you through a measure of deliverance from these negative core beliefs so that you have been able to excel in your life, we are looking for you to come on as a guest on the show. Be a testimony. That's who we are, living testimonies. Many are not coming back to the church, right? But they're still looking for some guidance, for some love, self-love. And so this is what this show is about, redeveloping your love of yourself at the core.
Beautiful, beautiful. Man, I tell you, I'm surrounded. You listen, I remember in The Lion King, my man Scar was looking at the hyenas and he said, I'm surrounded by idiots. let me let me just say,
Praise God, that ain't this case.
that's right.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
You know what I'm
even,
saying?
not even. Listen, Lil, we'll talk, sister. Love,
All right.
you so,
Appreciate
so
you.
much. Thanks for just. I'm gonna say this about you. Same thing that Terry was saying, man. Thanks for always keeping it a buck. Always keeping it a buck.
Word.
We see your sister. We don't need you. Don't stay in the room.
All right.
Don't
I'm
stay in the
out.
room. We love you, girl. Peace.
Yeah, have a good night.
You got it, girl. Quest, man. I got to tell
Yeah,
you,
man.
man, that I love my peoples. I love my peoples.
Yeah,
I miss
come on,
Sade
man.
tonight. I miss Mia tonight. But I didn't really miss Mia because she was all in there. She was throwing it. She was
Yeah.
throwing great game in there today. But this
Yeah, no
is
doubt.
what I like right here. Talk to us,
Oh
man.
man.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
That right there is a labor of love, if you will. You need to turn it, but it's all good. That is
Sorry.
a greenhouse devotional. I know you good. You good. It's a greenhouse devotional, man. I spent some time writing this joint right here. It's a 365-day devotional for married couples. And we were a little bit more intentional and deliberate with this one. Now, some people may get intimidated by the size. I know Marvin is in here, Marvin Cop One, and I got some feedback from him as well. And it may be intimidated by the size, but every day after every devotional, we left a little bit of space for you to take notes, for you to journal if you needed to. When you open up the book, there's daily, after the devotion, and I purposely kept the devotion short so you don't have a lot to think about, right? I made sure it was powerful, it was simple, yet simple, and that it hit home, right? And each quarter, it's funny, man. God knows exactly what he was doing, even up until the time of writing this devotional, that there are 4 quarters in the year, and each quarter deals with each pillar of the company. The first 3 months deals with foundation, who you are as an individual, right? Because a marriage is only as strong as its least developed individual. The second quarter deals with love, right? The love that we're trying to build, right? The third quarter deals with lifestyle, right? The lifestyle that we want to build around that love, finances, parenting, all the things, right? And then lastly, legacy, what we're passing on to our children in terms of marriage and those who are looking at us as a reference point, because our legacy isn't only our children, it's other marriages that we've helped as well. So there are questions. There's 2 questions in each section after the devotional that allow you to ask some questions about yourself, a couple's discussion, 2 questions to deal with that, and then a daily declaration and a prayer in association with that devotion. So yeah, man, if you get an opportunity to pick it up, I think it's probably the best work that I've done so far. My wife said it's dope. So if she says it's dope, then I can, you know what I'm saying? And she's much more of a detail oriented person than I am. She said, babe, yeah, this one is right. So,
Listen, man,
yeah,
Wes,
man.
I'm happy for you, man. I think that when we all get together and we bring our good stuff together, people come with their little loot. They can help
Yeah.
by buying, but also
Mhm.
buying for others
Yeah.
and
Uh,
and growing and growing.
Shouts out to Marvin. He said the devotional is hitting. So I
Yes,
guess
sir.
that's good. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yep.
sir. Yes, sir. So listen,
Yep.
man, it was a pleasure tonight to be with you guys.
Yes, indeed.
And
Yes,
you never
indeed.
listen. You just never know what you're gonna get. We like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna
You
get.
never know what you're gonna get, bro.
Indeed, indeed. So we're signing off now. And I ask
Yep.
again for everyone's prayers. I ask for everyone's prayers as I'm continuing to um, put this platform together. Uh, and we'll talk more about that. But let's continue to pray for one another. Let's
What?
continue to talk. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mhm. Now I was saying I'll be up by you when? Is it April 11th? Is that the
April
date we're
11th.
looking at?
We're
April
looking at
11th.
April 11th. We're looking at April
Okay.
11th. And
Okay.
we're looking
Yep.
into that. You know,
Yep.
we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a great
Yes,
time.
sir.
Well, I'm
Yes,
signing
sir.
off now. Everyone be
Yep.
blessed. Be blessed. Share this with someone. We're not looking for numbers. We're looking for growth. Be blessed.
That's it. That's it. Be blessed, y'all.